So, check this out, people. I've been watching The Marine, I've been watching Frankie Muhammad, and I've noticed that for a long time now, these two have changed their mind about what they believe about the MOAS and about AMC squeezing. And I've noticed that a lot of the old school apes or YouTubers who were claiming to be apes have left, and there's little activity concerning AMC on YouTube. And so now the narrative has changed from buying and holding AMC for a squeeze, right? Because the apes originally got into this play in order to squeeze AMC or the shorts and get their money, right? And become millionaires, rich, whatever it is they were looking for at the time. And apparently they weren't looking for money because most of them didn't sell. I believe they were just buying into the stock and putting their money into AMC at the time in order to watch it go from where it was at its highs and watch their money go down to zero. Because at the time, that was the narrative. That was the narrative. And so now the narrative today is don't buy and hold AMC, buy popcorn. The more popcorn you buy, the faster the stock goes up. I guess that's the theory, right? And if you look at where the stock is right now, today, AMC, you're going to notice that apparently more people are buying popcorn than they are buying into AMC stocks. I've never heard in all my life that in order to get a stock to go up, you have to buy their product, right? That's the narrative. Now, I want to know who benefits from this narrative. Who benefits? The consumer benefits from, oh, in order for our stock to go up, if you want the stock to go up and you want to make life-changing money, buy my popcorn, invest in the AMC credit card nonsense, bullshit. And so now the narrative is go to Walmart and buy popcorn. Go to Walmart and buy AMC popcorn. So now that Aron gets to retire rich in a couple of years, the foolish apes that are still in this MOAS bullshit, who are selling this nonsense still on YouTube to the masses, which is ridiculous. I can't believe that people are actually watching these guys. It is pathetic. And what's pathetic is that a lot of these guys are being followed by bots and paid subscribers. And they're selling this nonsense to that crowd. And there's a small crowd of actual real people watching them. And that small minority of people who are actually real, that are believing the nonsense that this guy is selling them, they're the ones that are paying the price for watching and believing the nonsense that these people have been selling on YouTube. And so you have scavenger stocks talking about, if you want AMC stock price to go up, go to the store and buy popcorn. Order their credit card. Go to the movies. You got Phil for Real selling the same bullshit. You got Tony DeNaro selling the same nonsense. And I wonder what this whole, what do you call it, scenario, who's creating this narrative all of a sudden when if you go back to Tony DeNaro, if you go back to Scavenger Stonks, if you go back to Phil For Real, if you go back to these pieces of shit YouTubers who have been selling this nonsense, they were all selling the buy and hold nonsense. That's what they were selling. They were saying it's not about fundamentals. Watch Phil For Real's old school videos and all the other low lives. You're going to see them saying that it's not about fundamentals. Watch Scavenger Stonk's old videos. It's not about fundamentals. It's about buying and holding. That's how squeezes work. Now they've changed their narrative, and now Scavenger Stonks wants you to go to Walmart and pick up 5 bags of popcorn so you can continue to pay Aron'S rent like he's your sugar baby or you're his sugar daddy. Because that's what Aron is to all of these idiots who have been sucking his dick for the past 2 years. They're Aron'S sugar daddies. And so they continue to pay his bills by buying AMC popcorn and believing that that's going to create a MOAS. A MOAS. Popcorn. Popcorn. Not buying the stocks. Not buying them in the hundreds and the thousands. Because that's what causes a MOAS, by the way. Not that I believe in a MOAS, but if you want a stock to go up, buying and consuming their product doesn't necessarily cause the stock to go up, because as you've noticed for the past few months, Bud's stock has climbed when all of their sales dwindled, and it's now that it's finally catching up to them 3 months later almost. But by that time they've already benefited from the stock spiking from all of the attention that it got. And that was negative news. So now all of a sudden, the narrative is changed by Scavenger Stonks, by Tony DeNaro, by Phil For Real, by all of these other bullshit YouTubers who were selling in the beginning to buy and hold for the squeeze, to now making you believe that AMC is a long-term stock investment. You hear it in Scavenger Stonks when he says, oh, if we want to do this for the next year, if we want to do this and continue this for the next year, can you believe that they want you to continue this for another year? They want to drag this along because the only ones getting paid are them. You are Scavenger Stonks' sugar daddy. You are Phil For Real's and Tony DeNaro's sugar daddy. You people pay their bills. You pay their bills. And I could understand if you were paying your sugar baby's bills and they were doing something for you. But your sugar babies have been telling you for the past 2.5 years that they're going to come over and they're going to suck your dick. And for the past 2 years, they never showed up. And you're still paying your sugar babies' bills. I guess that's the way it goes. Get your money, people.